Hi, I'm Diane Nelson. Welcome to Meet the Candidate of Harrison Township 2020. This project is a joint effort between myself as the Senior Center Coordinator and Melissa Goins, the Library Director for Harrison Township. The program is designed to bring information to the voters of Harrison Township about the people who currently serve the township and others from our community who want to. The library nor the Senior Center endorses any candidates. The only goal of this project is to provide voters with information.
Now we're talking to Paula Rose, candidate for trustee. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Paula.
Well, my husband and I, who've been married for just over 30 years, moved into Harrison Township about 29 years ago. We're homeowners on a canal. We love the water. We own a sailboat with another couple. We have 4 kids who all graduated from L'Anse Creuse High School. So we've definitely been involved in the community with AYSO. I was a registrar at one time. I ended up also working for the school district for 10 years in their community relations department, where I went out and did a lot of videoing, and I was responsible for their website, social media, and just really highlighting the good things that the teachers and the students did. After working there for 10 years, I went and worked for a credit union where I was the head of marketing there. Just a great experience, switching industries completely, using my marketing skills to increase revenue for them, increase membership. I left there just after Thanksgiving last year, and I'm actually working for a facilities management company now doing marketing. So continue using my marketing skills in every aspect of my life. As far as volunteering, I was a very active volunteer in the schools when my kids were growing up. I was on the PTC, volunteering at every school party, wherever I could, lend a hand. Beyond that, I volunteer at my church, which is Knox Presbyterian Church in Harrison Township. My husband and I teach first and second graders Sunday school, so that's a lot of fun. We've been doing that for several years. I also volunteer with Maggie's Wigs for Kids of Michigan. It's in St. Clair Shores. Great organization to build self-esteem for children who have had cancer or alopecia, and it gets them the wigs for free. Where else have I volunteered? So, sorry, I just had a mental lapse there, but yeah, so with church, Wigs for Kids, and L'Anse Creuse Foundation. Yes, when I left the school district, the one thing that I really missed was continuing to support L'Anse Creuse. I just firmly believe that we have one of the top-notch school districts in the state of Michigan, and I wanted to still be involved. So I've been doing that for about 3 or 4 years now, and we just, host fundraisers so that we can give money back to the teachers in the form of grants and to students in the form of scholarships. That's pretty much my personal life.
Very good. What originally prompted you to run for trustee?
I've always had a strong interest in politics. It began with my dad. He ran for the Warren City Council back in 1968. And I remember going to door with him at that time, delivering flyers and whatnot. And he lost in the primary by really just a handful of votes. And he really instilled in us that it's more than just a right to vote, it's a privilege. And so really ever since then, I've always voted in every school election, every primary, every general election. And I just really knew that every time I vote, it's because of my dad. And it's because I have a voice. So I've always had an interest in politics. I love reading the newspaper. I'm kind of old school like my dad was. And I just want to stay in touch with what's happening. And now I'm actually able to really dedicate the time. My kids are grown. Of course, they're back home for the COVID, unfortunately. A couple of them are. But, I just wanted to give back. And I've had several people over the years say, man, you should run for office. And I said, I've always thought if I had 9 lives, I'd do it. And so this is one of my 9 lives that I guess I'm cashing in. So I really, it's time to give back, and I'm ready.
Very good. What do you see as general concerns for the township, and how do you plan to address them?
Revenue sources is always an issue, I'm sure. We don't want to raise taxes continually, but, our roads, they're deteriorating. That's across the county and across the state. So, if there are grants that could be sought, I'd love to be a writer of those and seek out those additional resources. Making it easier for businesses to come to Harrison Township. So, that's a tax base right there for us. Continuing to keep the quality of life here, and that is, to preserve our water. I mean, we are just really blessed to have this Blue Water Initiative, and the fact that, we live in a vacation land every day, it seems like, just minutes from the lakes. So, whatever I can do to assist in preserving our lakes, I think is going to be a very important role that I play.
Good. What are your involvements in community affairs?
So community affairs, I think I was mentioning to you that, very involved at my church, very involved with Maggie's Wigs for Kids, and then the Lance Cruz Foundation. Those are the three primary things that I'm doing right now. I wouldn't be opposed to jumping in some other areas. As a trustee, I know that there's opportunities to sit on a lot of committees, the Parks and Rec and things of that nature. So, wherever I can be plugged in, it'll use my talents.
Great. Is there anything else that you would like to add?
What would I like to add? Well, I'm level-headed. I'm going to take every decision, using the facts to make my decisions. I'm not coming in with any preconceived notions that I'm going to change the world. I really just want to give back and serve the residents. And again, protect the homeowners, making sure that their property values stay up, setting plans to take us forward.
Right. Thank you so much for telling us about yourself, Paula, and for offering to serve in our community.
Thank you very much, Melissa.
I'm Melissa Goins. Thank you for tuning in to meet the candidates of Harrison Township 2020. Don't forget to vote at the polls on August 4th and November 3rd, or with an absentee ballot. All voting information for Harrison Township can be found at htvotes.com. That's HT for Harrison Township, votes.com.